YouTube. So Drake ain't writing his own music, man. Got to pull out the big babies for this one right here, man. Got the hair sevens on deck. Bam! 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 For those who haven't been in the social media world, we got a rap beef again, baby. Another rap beef, man. Now, I don't know what's going on with Meek Mill, but Meek Mill has something against Drake. And, you know, it started off with a Twitter beef. It was a lot of stuff going on Twitter. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the guy was being hacked. Cause, like, just the way he was tweeting, he was just being reckless, man. And he really just started being reckless ever since he really, you know, kind of started going with Nicki Minaj. But, you know, he was just being reckless on Twitter. And one thing he stated that just caused the uproar is that Drake don't write his own music, man. That's crazy. If Drake ain't writing his own music, who was running in the six with him, dog? Drake. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that don't make nobody, you know, any worse, but it doesn't make you the best rapper if it's really, if that's really true. It just depends on how it's being portrayed. Now, if Drake has somebody that's helping him as far as writing his track and just having somebody to be an influence to him, then, you know, that's a whole nother story. I don't think we should deviate, you know, his music and stuff like that if that's the case. Now, if somebody is literally writing it and he's doing everything word for word, then, you know, it kind of disqualifies him for being the best rapper in a way. You know, and you know, this guy Drake, he won awards for, you know, being the best rapper, lyricist, and all kind of stuff, you know. So that's the reason why this is kind of like a shock. And I really think it's coming from a lot of pillow talk, man. You know, when that pillow talk start happening, that's just what comes out, man. A lot of information comes out that ain't really supposed to be out. And you know, Nicki and Meek, you know, shout out to them. I know they got something going on. You know, I know they really starting to like each other and shit like that. But Meek Mill is acting crazy, man. Meek Mill is acting crazy, you know. And you know, the pillow talking, that shit can turn out to be something way worse than it's supposed to be. Now, rumor has it Meek Mill really started all the Twitter beef really because you know, Drake didn't tweet or promote his album at all, you know, with Drake having, you know, a track on his album. And I believe Meek had a show and Drake didn't show up. So, you know, he kind of took that as disrespect, and you know, that's when all the tweets and stuff came out there, you know, about, you know, hating niggas and how you know, Drake doesn't write his own music. And I guess that's how all that started. Now, Drake just recently dropped a diss, and it's called Charged Up. Now, I listened to the diss, and I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't impressed. It was pretty weak to me, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know how Drake raps, it was just like, you know, it was real mellow. It was real, you know, it didn't have nothing. It didn't have no beef-like material in there. You know, when I listened to it, I was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? He's just making a rap, you know. It's a beef, you know what I'm saying? It's a beef, and, you know, a lot of the things he was saying was kind of subliminal. It wasn't really direct. So I'm just like, okay, you know. Now, what people don't know, if you search Uncharged Up, it's another track out there that just dropped. I believe it just dropped yesterday. And it's with this guy, De La T. I never heard of him till today. Now, when I heard this track, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. You know, it was pretty good. But it just goes back to say, like, you got another rapper to be on a track, to beef, to handle. It's like you getting somebody to handle your beef, and it's kind of proving Meek's point in a way. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're handling a beef with another rapper who doesn't even have anything, you know what I'm saying? I know it's OVO, but this is your beef, Drake. You know what I'm saying? And it was just kind of like, I don't really know if that's a win or a loss. So I'm really excited. I can't lie. You know, them rap beefs be kind of turnt, man. You know, we haven't had one in a minute, and Meek Mill probably gonna come back snapping. He gonna scream like a motherfucker. I know he gonna scream like crazy. It's gonna sound like Dreams and Nightmares times 10, but you know, I'm kind of excited, man. Now let's fall back to the Meek Mill saying Drake doesn't write his own rap thing, right? Let's fall back on that real quick, y'all. And I'm a Drake fan and I'm a Meek fan, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm kind of neutral. I'm just looking at both sides. Now, Meek is signed to somebody who impersonated somebody's whole persona, you know, Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a big Ross fan. But at the same time, if you're going to put that in context and you talking about fake, I mean, that's fake. So, you know, Meek got to really kind of like, you know, really strategize exactly what he wants to say on Twitter and social media. Like, if he gonna come with this beef, come with it, but say the right things, dog. Like, I mean, I disagree with some of the things he's saying. You know, if it's true that Drake isn't writing his raps, you know, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna listen to his music, because I'm gonna listen to his music. But does it make him the best rapper? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the truth is coming to light. I know it's a lot of pillow talking going on, but you know, Drake is still Drake. You know what I'm saying? Drake is still going to be Drake at the end of the day. But we just gotta really sit down and figure out, hey, is he being influenced, or is it really word for word copy? You know, and that's where things gotta be deviated from. Meek Mill, man, you just gotta come back with it, man. We got to get that screaming out of you. I need that Dreams and Nightmares type junk. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta snap on this cat Drake, man. So we real excited for it, you know, another rap beef. And we gonna see how this thing turn out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think of the situation. I gave my opinion on talking about, but y'all let me know what y'all think. Put it in the comments below. Don't forget to follow the kid on IG, make it happen more. And you know, I'm gone, man.